Hey, what's up, everybody? Chris Souter, Slender Cat Outdoors, back with you again this afternoon, and we are live from the Ohio River tonight. So, make sure you guys are getting tuned in. Make sure you guys let me know if you can hear me or not, and we're gonna wait and get some people tuned in here. We just done a live show on Facebook, so hopefully, if you guys did not catch that, you can go back and catch it. Got Mr. Harley Neal with me today.
Hi, people. I'm gonna get a drink and let Chris talk to you. How about that?
They can't see your face.
Hi there. I was wanting to show him my shorts again.
Oh, let's stick this on.
What are you doing now?
There we go. Now they can see a little bit better.
Okay.
So, get some people tuned in, and we're gonna get things fired up tonight. For you guys that are just joining, if you didn't catch the Facebook Live video we done just a little bit ago, we was upriver just a little bit. We moved down, got some fresh baits on, and we're gonna do the same thing here. We're just gonna drop some baits. We're right here on the ledge. Here, a little bit different than where we was at. We was in a rocky, deep area. This has got some wood timber, mud bottom. Things like that. So a little bit different change. Hopefully we can find some fish. So while everybody's getting tuned in, we're going to get some lines out, get drifting down the river, and hopefully get some fish in here before we get done tonight. So y'all stay in here. Make sure you're leaving us questions.
Yeah, while you start dropping baits, actually, I'm gonna give a couple shout out. Roger DeMint's in here. Hey, Roger. Good to see you out there, buddy. Ryan Outdoorsman's out there. We got Jackie Gordon, Mike Greenwell. Glenn's Catfish Adventures says hello, hello.
Let's catch that West Virginia state record tonight.
Howdy, Craig Sherman. Stonefly 71. What's up, brother? Michael Breetkreutz. Ah, man, I knew I probably massacred your name, partner, but howdy, Michael. Who else we got in here? Rick Taylor, Kenny Templeton, Southern Ohio catfisherman. He wants to know, how you doing, Mr. Souders?
I'm doing wonderful.
He's doing great. Dalton Driver's about to start grilling steaks. Where are you, Dalton?
Dalton,
we'll be right over.
Yes.
This is going
I'm
to be
hungry.
a short show.
Yeah. Nice seeing y'all. Dalton, on my way, buddy.
Skip Stewart, howdy, bud. Let's see here. All right, Stoneflies.
Now, what I'm doing back here, sorry to interrupt, but we are dragging 2 and drifting dead sticking 4. So we'll get them out here.
Stonefly says he's going to be down this way tomorrow night. Well, I wish I was around, buddy. Me and Chris are going to be heading to Kentucky for Captain Mad Jack tournament on Friday night. So, anyhow, if you get to go fishing there, Stoney, good luck to you, bud. Hopefully you get into something. We fished for about...
Any questions popping up?
Not yet. Just mostly howdies right there. What is the subject tonight?
Nothing.
Subject is just wide open. So,
Asking questions.
we're actually dragging kind of with the current right now. We were going to go against it, but we didn't get set up good enough in time, and we had to hurry down here actually. But yeah, we're going with the current right here, out on the outside of a little bit of a ledge there. Northeast Louisiana. Ralph Cheek says howdy. Looks like Roger DeMint's going to be at Mad Jack's as well. Good, it'll be good to see you down there, Roger. Dalton said, "Come on up. We got some good New York strips." Woo! Wee! I mean, right now I'd sell for hamburger, but New York strip sounds excellent. Let's see. And Vic McHenry Fishing has the question of the year. What do you think it involves, Chris? Chris can't even see. What's the question everybody's asking about fishing this time of year? Not whether you're catching fish.
I don't know.
Are you catching any bait?
Oh.
He wants to know if we're catching any shad this time of the year.
Well, hold on a second.
Not here in the Ohio River so much. Yeah, bait's a little tough this time of the year. That's why I got a freezer.
All right. Got everything set out there. I'm going to get straightened up here. All right, so had a couple questions while we was getting everything lined out. One was, what we was doing. But want to kind of, for anybody that's just getting joined in, kind of go back over some things a little bit and talk. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, please. Make sure you can let us know if you can hear us good. And for anybody that is just joining in, thank you guys for joining. We are on the high river again tonight, drifting for blue cats. Got two dragging straight out the back. We're dragging with the current, so the wind is kind of blowing. It's back and forth. Sometimes it'll be going down river, sometimes it'll be coming up the river, but current is real low, so we're dragging down the river to keep it going about a half mile an hour.
When the wind's changing direction, I think they call it a swirly.
Yeah,
swirl. But swirly made me think of something else too.
So we'll get this boat straightened out. Make sure we're going in the right direction and hit these waypoints or the edge of them. So I got a lot of stuff marked down through here. It's nice wooded cover, but I'm gonna hit the edge of them and stay where the wood meets the mud, and see if I can't pick up some blue cats going down through there.
Yeah, boy, I just noticed we're like at 0.8 miles an hour too. That's a nice drift speed there.
So any more questions? Bait. Somebody was asking about bait. Bait is really tough this time of year. You got a lot of small baits in your backwaters and in your creeks. Your bigger baits, this is where your big nets come into play this time of year. You want a 1-inch net to let your small baits go through easy and get down below where those bigger baits are. It's going to be tough. A lot of your big baits are around dam areas or discharges, things like that, but you can still find big shad this time of year.
T-Med Alexander says he has a pond loaded with gizzard shad he's getting bait from, so give us a call after the show and we'll come up to your house for a little bit. Dieter says, hey man, just signed in, and this is how he said it. If Dieter was saying it, it sounds just like it. Hey man, just signed in, gotta take another podcast, so hurry up and catch one so I can see it. LOL, is that my black hat you're wearing? Is that Dieter's hat you're wearing? That's a Catfish hat. Hello, Dieter. Let's see here. Oh, Dieter wants us to pick us up at Dayton Airport. Well, we'd have to do that and then take you on down to Kentucky tomorrow, Dieter.
Dayton, Dieter, I seen you said something you was going about something you was going to be on the higher river. Is that right, Harley?
Yeah, he's going to be in Ohio tomorrow.
Oh, in Ohio. Yep. What are you doing in Ohio, Dieter?
Roger DeMint knows what a swirly is. He said he had a swirly at a racing dam like a toilet bowl. Water was going in circles. That's the kind of swirly I was talking about.
Make sure if you guys are asking questions, specifically you put at Chris Souders and we can pick up on them quicker and answer those questions specifically.
Dieter's going to be at the Eldora race.
Oh, okay.
Shooting a NASCAR truck race.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be. I like the off-road trucks, man. It's got like 30 inches of travel suspension to watch those guys run and jump the whoop-de-doos. Those are awesome. Let's see here if we missed any questions here. Anthony Duran wants to know, do we throw a couple heads on the lines? Oh, absolutely, man.
Yes,
that's one of my favorite pieces of fish to use.
So here in West Virginia, the West Virginia state record is like 59, 60 pounds, something like that. There's a couple different ones. There's one for weight, one for length, and I've got a couple baits out there that are going after that. You know, we don't have a lot of blue cats here in West Virginia, but they started stocking them several years ago, and they're getting to be good sized fish. But you won't catch a bunch of them. We're fishing about we're in the 40-foot range, so kind of imagine behind us. Over to my left will be a shallower flat, kind of goes up to 30, 20, 15 foot. It's got a lot of wood on it. And then as it comes out here in the middle of the channel, gets back into mud, kind of a mud flat, and it gets into some deeper water, 40, 50 foot. And I'm right on that break line, dragging right along the wood cover.
Anthony Duran wants to know if we're using cut bait or live hold baits. We just got frozen skipjack, so we're just use up cut up chunks. AFJ 2393 said he tried your Kentucky rig the other night. Did pretty good, and it's his new favorite rig now.
Awesome. For everybody that is just tuning in, if you didn't watch the live show on Facebook, we done our live drawing for who gets to fish the Captain Mad Jack's tournament with me. And we finally know, it's been a week. It's Dan Stedman. Dan Stedman was the lucky winner. So everybody, round of applause for Dan. I know Dan for a couple years now. I've met him at some fishing tournaments and talked to him at some of the seminars I've done. Super good guy. Glenn, water temperature is 82, 83 degrees, which is, it's warm. It's warm. We got very little current. Hoping, hopefully be able to pick up a lonely big old blue cat down through here. I've seen a couple small ones come up into the bait line, but they're not really committing.
We kind of got lockjaw here the last couple of days.
We're right towards the end of the spawn stuff, and it's
Yep.
it's kind of slow.
The Ohio River Lake, I've never had a lot of luck this time of year. I mean, it is what it is. Chris better fish than me. He catches fish all year round. Usually I'm just home laying in the air conditioner this time of year, but glad to be out tonight because it's, man, you cannot believe how gorgeous it is out here this evening. It is nice. Dieter wanted to know where we were at. He's got family up in Ripley. Ripley's about 30 miles on down to our south. We're in Point Pleasant, and he wanted to know where Chris lives. Chris lives about another 20, 25 miles on up north.
Yeah, I live in Jackson County, Ohio, and but I work over in West Virginia in Point Pleasant, Ravenswood area, which is really close to Ripley.
Well, tell me, Chris, since you work over in Point Pleasant, how long does it take you to put that Mothman costume on every day?
About 5 minutes.
Wow, that's pretty quick. And you just get out and fly around.
The hardest part's getting it zipped up.
By yourself, probably. You put on them jetpacks. And
Yeah. This is a nice smooth bottom. We're marking some fish, but they're just not really. Got to see what happens.
We're getting a little dance over here.
Hopefully we can catch some fish. I've seen some questions fly by there.
Yeah, I've been kind of watching the lines here. Run Gun 81 wants to know where we're fishing on the Ohio River. We're just a couple miles south of before the canal dumps in at Point Pleasant.
Yep, Galplis, just above Robert C. Byrd Dam.
Justin's fishing fetish is on. Howdy, Justin. Ricky Taylor wants to know you fish deeper water this time of the year.
I do. Ricky, I do fish deeper water this time of year, especially fishing for blue cats. As long as they're wherever I'm fishing, there's not a thermocline. If there's a thermocline, you have to work around that.
Stonefly wants to know if smaller shovels should still be spawning this time. He said he caught a few up around the Muskingum River that still have fresh sores on them.
The flatheads will be, that you catch are probably just healing up. You'll definitely, some may still be on spawn, some are already off spawn and healed up, but you'll have a mix in there. But everything should be, finishing up, and hopefully, the baits will pick up, or the bites will pick up. Dieter, we are actually using the trolling motor and pulling ourselves downstream. We got about a half a mile an hour current, and then with the wind, the way the wind was pushing us upriver, we're using our trolling motor to kind of pull us back down at about the same speed.
Official Jackson says he's ready to see a rod get slammed. That makes 3 of us. Let's see here.
Somebody asked, I seen go by there, best place to hook live bait. There's 2 places I like to hook live bait, and that is one, through the bottom lip and right up through the nose, in front of the nostrils, and then secondly, right behind the dorsal fin, just below the back line. Those are my 2 favorite. But me personally, I like in the back dorsal fin, but it'll get tangled up on you, and sometimes they'll come up and grab the bait, rip it off the hook, things like that.
Roger wants to know what weights were you? Just 8-ounce cannonballs.
8-ounce cannonballs, and then we're using.
Oh, you got a couple
Yeah.
dragon tails out there too.
Oh, and then we're using these. They're called Partners in Slime, dragon weights.
Best name for a
Yeah,
product ever.
yeah. I mean, got the weight on the bottom and a piece of foam to kind of help float it up. Those are the dragon weights we're using. We're using I think they're 4s and 4-ounce and 5-ounce dragon weights. But these work good. I also use several others, but you can look these guys up online, and they'll get you taken care of.
Dalton Driver wants to know what's the advantage of pulling up or downstream.
So, you know, that's something I usually play around with. I'm going to take this thing off. There we go. Makes it easier. So pulling up or down river can change the difference in enticing the bite. You know, if the fish are lethargic and not wanting to bite, by pulling against a current, it might get them to react to that bait more so than them want to come up and get it. So there are differences or advantages, and that's something you just have to play with every time you go out. Low current situations, if you got like 0.3, 0.2, 0.1 no current, you know, those are good times to try to pull up river.
Timothy Zunt wants to know if you still use the Berkeley Big Game, or if you're still using Berkeley Big Game 40-pound green line.
So what I have out here, I have 50-pound Andy Monster on just about every one of them, but I have one out there that has a Berkeley Big Game 50-pound test on it. And we're still using Andy Monster leader line. I love that stuff. Super strong. And you can kind of see what Harley's doing there. He's just kind of letting the baits down and then giving them a couple cranks.
Can't do it on a
And then bringing them a couple feet up off the bottom.
Yeah, I'd love to see a fish.
Yeah, fishing's a little slow right now, but hopefully it'll start picking up.
Hey, K-Dog. Howdy, bud. Whisker Stick says he likes Andy Monster. How you getting along, man, since your dog bite? I know you had a really tough time there. Got chewed up pretty daggone good. Hopefully you're healing up good and everything.
Yeah.
And I think you're coming down Captain Mad Jack's maybe.
Yeah, hopefully see you down there, Whisker Sticks. Hopefully you're doing good, buddy. We are in what would be considered wind starting to pick up on us. What would be considered the Robert C. Bird Pool. We are in just below Galplis, Ohio, just above the Robert C. Bird Dam. Fishing, we're in about 42 foot of water right now. Right here on the edge, right on the edge of some wood cover. I'm trying to just follow my line and stay right on the edge of that wood cover and see what we can't get pulled out of there.
Now that wind's swirled around, it's pushing us back up the daggone river again.
Yeah.
If the name of my boat wasn't War Tub already, I think I'd have named it the Swirly. That's a great boat name. The old Swirly.
Dieter, that's a good question. Dieter asks what our boat speed is idle versus how fast we're going. So earlier we didn't have no wind, So we got out in the middle, kind of figured out what our current speed was, which was like 0.5 miles an hour. So that's what we're doing. The wind's blowing us back upriver, but we're going downriver with what the current speed would be, which is 0.5 miles an hour, trying to stay around that. Sometimes, you know, you go a little bit faster, a little bit slower.
Can we talk just a second about the Captain Magic tournament coming up this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to go down. I'm thrilled to be riding down with Chris. Chris is going to be taking the winner of the contest out.
Dan Stedman.
Dan Stedman is going to get out and get to go fishing with Chris. I'm going to hang out with Steve Douglas and John Knoll and Tim Hardwick and whoever else is hanging out. Yep. I think Tim coming down, so it'll be good to see him.
Dan.
Fat Boy Dan is going to be there, and we're going to. I'm going to be fishing from the bank, hanging out. That fishing tournament goes from like 10 to 1 or 9 to 1, something like that. And the on Taylorsville Lake for the boats, it's going to be like an all-nighter. They start at 10, I think, don't
9.
they? 9 o'clock?
Yep.
And
9
go till
7, 8, or
9. 7 or 8
Yep.
o'clock. It's going to be a long night on the water.
10, 12 hours.
Yeah, boy. So we're going to be down there. If you guys don't have anything going on this weekend, make plans. Come on, buzz down. It's just south of Louisville.
It's a good time.
There's no entry fee to fish from the bank on that. There's going to be a lot of prizes given away. Steve Douglas is going to be there. That's the original guy I started watching videos with. And actually, I had to learn a lot about catfishing whenever I started. And I used to watch his videos, and fortunately got to meet this character and hang out with him now and learn a ton from Chris, and still learn every. Chris, I told Chris I'm going to buy him a tattoo for Christmas coming up. This is going to say no. Because I have ideas about things and Chris has ideas about things. We bounce them off each other, and Chris's usual answer to my stuff is no. So, I mean, you got to take it from a guy that's caught the fish he has and had the success. So, but if y'all get a chance, come down and check that out. Throw in a plug for my YouTube channel, Harley Neal. That's Harley like the motorcycle, Neal, N-E-A-L. Look me up and subscribe. Subscribe, yeah. Subscribe to my channel. Maybe have a little bit of video from tonight's adventure on there, and then I'm going to be shooting video down in Taylorsville. Yep, boy, swooping up.
Hopefully he'll come over and bite.
Yeah, so should maybe be some.
I just seen somebody ask a question about skipjack. Skipjack, or if you're talking about around this area, they are hard to come by right now. You know, this time of years, it's you know, we got frozen skipjack out here with us tonight because I wasn't able to get out and catch fresh bait this week. But you know, sometimes that's what you got to use.
Roger said motor mouth. I think he's back talking to me. Yeah, I get going, and you know, that's just the way I am, Roger. Doc and Lyle had me on Catfish Weekly one time. And I was ready. We were talking about videos and everything, and I prepared for it. And when I used to work in radio, so when I start talking, I can talk and just keep on going. Chris just now turned the other way, by the way, and just let me roll. Yes, I can talk, but when I was on Catfish Weekly, as soon as I said bye to them and got off there, Wow just said, "Man, that guy could talk." So yeah, I've been called motor mouth. I get on just a little bit, so you know,
it's okay.
That's all right.
It's okay.
It is what it is.
No, we are using skipjack tonight. Whenever the skipjack come in here a while back, I went and caught a few extra and put them in the freezer for hard times like this.
Yeah, I've been through some hard times lately. I'm about out of skips, man. Let's see what we got here. Little Miami or Great Miami River. No, Tim, we don't. I don't personally. You ever go to Little Miami River?
I've been down around that area fishing. Every once in a while, I would go in it from the Ohio and do some fishing a few miles up, and you know, we caught some nice fish in there.
Jared Lazar wants to know how far downstream we are from Pittsburgh.
From Pittsburgh?
50? Is it that far? It's a good ways down from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, from Pittsburgh we're
closer to Cincinnati than we are Pittsburgh.
No, I don't know.
No.
I know. Dan, if Dan Stedman is really good with that. So if you're on here, you know, if anybody knows how far Gallipolis is from Pittsburgh, let us know.
Maybe somebody out there knows this. The town of Middleport, I think Middleport is the middle port between Pittsburgh and Cincinnati.
Really?
I believe that's I think that's the two cities it's the middle port of. So there you go with that. So, and if anybody can look that up on Google real quick, I believe that's right. So I think we're right smack in the middle there. So
That'd be interesting to know.
That's where we're at. Yeah, I believe that's right. I think it's Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. And then Middleton is between Dayton and Cincinnati. Of course, that's not on the river, but anyhow. All right.
Come on, fishies.
Yeah, good.
As always, make sure if you guys have any questions, make sure you're giving them, put them in the comments. You know, this is where we get our information, or I get my information from to do future shows. So I'm gonna shut the windshield. Hopefully that'll help with some of the wind noise.
But the sun trying to break out there. It's been mostly cloudy all day here, but maybe it's going to break loose here. Maybe I wish a fish would break loose. It's starting to look like one of my fishing trips.
Steve's doing good. Steve is super busy. You know, doing the tournaments and doing the Catfish conference, and you know, doing things like that. He stays really busy.
Okay, apparently Middleton is on the Great Miami River. That's funny that we mentioned that earlier. It's on the river.
Huh.
What do we got here? Okay, Jordan says I'm right about Middleport is the middle one between the two, between Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. So, thanks, Jordan.
There's a question coming up that was talking about fishing during the middle of the day, morning or evening.
Yep.
Who is that?
Johnny Robbins.
And he, what he ask?
Johnny Robbins wants to know, is it better to fish early morning or late afternoon in the hottest part of the summer, or will the bite be in the middle of the day?
That's a good question, and you know, there's not one specific answer for that. You know, it's
angler comfort.
Yeah, well, it's angler comfort. You know, is one thing. There's a lot of pleasure boaters out that has a lot of effect on how your presentation is. I like to fish during the middle of the day. I like to fish, you know, all day long. That's my preference. But, you know, a lot of times this time of year, it's better to fish at nighttime. You know, especially for flatheads. You know, now blue cats, you know, I catch a lot of blue cats drifting during the day. So
temperature is up, the oxygen levels are down a little bit. Fish are lethargic just like us.
Yeah.
In the summertime.
Uh-oh. Get him, Harley, get him. Reel. I don't think so.
Maybe?
Yep. We got a fish.
Oh.
Did you let him get off?
No, he let him get off.
Are you serious?
Come on, Skeeter. I can't tell. He might. Yeah, I think
there.
He's there.
Can't take this guy nowhere.
See, Chris
Catch the fish.
Chris gets me out here and makes me catch all the dang fish while he's being famous YouTuber.
We caught a fish. It was on the dragon rod.
He ain't in here yet.
Well, we got a bite. That's a.
Get that net.
It ain't that big, is it?
Not quite, but he's.
And we was moving about
He's respectable.
about 0.4 to 0.6 whenever that one hit. Oh, look at him dig. Bring him up slow.
Little flatty. Little skinny male flatty.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Woo! Now it's a fishing show. you go.
There we go.
Fishing show. How about you?
Nice little flathead. Now somebody.
He's getting bigger. Oh my! Look at the size of that fish, would you?
Hold him back there. Hold him down. Hold his head up. Now see, hold him real close. You can kind of see his scars have already healed up from spawn.
He's in pretty good shape. He's got a little bit of skin right there by that eyeball. And oh, here's got a little bit of a rub on the back here. But he's in real good shape. He's fat. Boy, his belly's full. He's been eating good. So
been eating good like me.
Yep. So give him a kiss. Over he goes.
That was a nice little fish to be dragging. Yeah. And now we wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't have. I'm sorry. I didn't have my YouTube, my camera on.
We was after blue cats, but we'll take him.
Yeah.
We'll take him
on that rig.
Yeah, I'm gonna show him.
And he hit that biggest piece we put out there.
All right, so this is what we're running. This is the Partners in Slime dragon weight. Just got a 3-way connected. Let's get this a little closer here. Got the main line connected to the leader line on this one. Slender Cat Edition Demon Dragon, and then we had a big old head. We just kind of cut the gut pocket out of it, and it had a stinger hook in it.
Caught him on the stinger hook.
You can still see we ain't been dragging that long. That blood's still coming out of that. And that's on that's 80-pound Andy leader line. Now this is actually Berkeley big game 50-pound test main line. Heavy action Warrior Cat rod and pin squall size 20.
And we're getting turned around backwards. So since Chris is all done there and everything, let me show you guys something. I saw this rig on here. I've never done this before. Chris is not afraid to throw a big bait out there. As you can see, he's got 2 hooks in here, one through the lip, and then the other one was up in the back. A big old chunk of bait, and we actually caught that fish on the stinger. So
I'm gonna go ahead and rehook this bait because it's still good bait.
yeah, boy.
Big baits like this usually will last a little bit longer. And we're just going to put that through the nose like that. And now you can see where it ripped out on that side. I'm just going to go on the opposite side of it.
Reuse, recycle. Still a good chunk of bait. That last fish liked it 5 minutes ago.
And then kind of pull that hook out. And you can kind of see everything is in line.
Yeah. Marciano, show that to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get it back up here. Alright, just want to get this turned back around. All right. What we got here?
All right, we're back at it now. Now, a little bit ago we talked about how the links, how far back behind. Now, I got one dragon short, which is that one over on that side of the boat on the right side, and the one on the left side, the one he hit, actually was farther back. It was quite a piece back. I let about a half a spool line out to get back to where he was at.
Kentucky River Cat Outdoors says he'll see us Friday at Mad Jack, so we'll see you there, man. Hey. Country Girl Fishing says, "Hi y'all." Just about like she said, just like that. Hi y'all. I like that.
Yeah. Hey, for anybody that's gonna be at the Captain Mad Jack's, make sure you come up. You say hi. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there a little early. You know, I think we're supposed to get there at 5 o'clock Friday evening, 5:30, 6, something like that. But come over, say hi.
I smell something burning up
here.
there.
Yeah, there's a big old cloud.
Burning trash or something down the river blowing up here. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, we got a fishing show. I'm tickled. Last time we did this, I caught one, then I promptly turned around, threw it out into a tree, so that was fun. Man, questions and stuff are going by.
Yeah. If you guys like this Tuesday night, you know, I love doing tackle talks. I know it kind of gets repetitive, you know, doing them in the office and doing them out in the garage. So if you guys like this, being out here on the water, doing a live show, where you guys can see, he likes it, where you guys can see what's going on, ask questions about what we're doing pertaining to right now. Let me know. Give me that thumbs up. Tell me.
And the really cool thing is, when he's talking, answering all your questions, I don't really have to talk to him so much and keep him entertained. Works out great. No, but me and Chris do have a lot of fun out here.
And it is fun. I mean, you know, I'm gonna brag on my boat. You was talking about my boat a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Look at this. I don't have the bait tank in it right now, which I feel.
Yeah,
I feel naked in this boat without my bait tank in it. You know, that's not normal. But look how much room we got in here. I mean, this is a 20-foot boat, and we got a lot of room in this boat.
Yes, we do. I just gotta say, squirrelfish. Squirrelfish. The lit squirrel says, "Say squirrelfish." I give you the max donation. I just about say squirrelfish for free because that's just a great name.
Squirrelfish. That is awesome.
That is.
I don't know what max donation is, but
the lit squirrel had message deleted, so I wonder where that went.
Thank you, Roger.
Yeah, Roger's out there working it. So okay,
Yeah.
so
if any of you guys know Roger DeMint, he helps us out, helps me out greatly on the show. He sits there while we are yakking and talking to you guys and keeps it clean, family oriented. Roger, I greatly appreciate you.
He really works.
You do a great job.
Yep. Greg Przybowski. I'm sorry, I'm not real good with Alski last names. I just can't pronounce it for some reason. Any luck yet? We just caught about, I don't know, about an 8-pound flathead.
10-pound flathead.
Just a
small
minute
fish,
ago.
but it was nice. Nice
He
fish.
said he fished out on a muskin this weekend and had a tough time. It's a tough time to fish.
There's one we need.
All right, well, maybe he'll come up and visit with us here.
We just marked a stud.
Was it a slunger?
That's a slunger.
Oh, I see him there now. Oh, boy. Hopefully, stay tuned, kids. Maybe if we have a pole go down, and I might let Chris catch one here. And y'all can check out his farm.
Yeah. I hope he bites. He's going down into the baits too.
Let's see here.
The wind's really starting to kick up. We're supposed to have storms coming in here, you know, sometime. Well, it's supposed to be today and tonight, but the winds are really starting to pick up now.
So are the fish.
And hopefully it's
Yeah. Shout out to K-Dog Mad One. He's watching now. Tune in. One of my buddies here watching. Appreciate you guys. FBC wants to know where we're located, what city. We're on the Ohio River, down from Point Pleasant, just south of Gallipolis.
Hey, if you guys just seen that fish jump in the background, let me know. I seen it. I just caught the tail end of it.
I didn't.
But
see
there
it.
was a fish that jumped right over in here.
Yeah. Cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yep. I'm trying to catch up here because I've got busy. Joe Lopez says, "Thanks for the tackle talk very much. I know Chris enjoys bringing it to you."
Yes.
Michelle. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Michelle Phillips said she loves it, especially when you take me and her.
And we had a good time taking Michelle out. When was that? That was back in April or March or May.
May, I think.
May. So we had a good time.
That was like the weekend after she won that tournament solo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Dalton Driver wants to know how you tie that double hook rig that you just showed. Actually, it's going to be kind of difficult right now to show it unless you want to. Next time, maybe.
So, was that Dalton?
Yeah.
Dalton, last week's episode, I done that. That was part of my 3 favorite rigs for flatheads at summertime. And also, there was a specific video, Tackle Talk Tuesday, related just specifically to that. So if go back and watch those videos, and if you have any questions, make sure to hit me up on Messenger.
Let's see here. Todd Prince, what's your preferred bait this time of the year? If you can say, I want this bait, well, I'm going to tell you what this guy wants. Year-round, shad.
Gizzard. Gizzard shad, big old gizzard
boy.
shad. No, I like gizzard shad, but this time of year, yeah, moon eye is a good one. Skipjack and gizzard shad, all three are really good baits.
Bluegill too.
Bluegill can be a good one.
Especially with a fish right before spawn or right during spawn, bluegill can be deadly. So, let's see here. Hunter Sight says, tell Chris I said hi. Hunter says hi. Okay, let's see here. It's raining here in Portsmouth.
Oh, who's that?
Ryan Outdoorsman says it's raining down in Portsmouth.
Oh, Ryan, keep that rain down there, brother.
Yeah, boy.
Hopefully we'll be off the water. We're not gonna stay out here really tonight. I gotta go home and do some packing. Get ready to leave tomorrow.
Yeah.
I thought I heard somebody
So,
I could have swore I heard somebody say something.
I heard a yell over on the bank over there. Actually, I've got a question for you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier. Hung up. I get it. Okay. While Chris gets that hang up off right there, like we said earlier, Chris went up to Massachusetts to fish with Dave Marciano on the not the hard merch. What's his name?
Falcon.
The Falcon. Yeah, on the Falcon.
Falcon.
Those boys caught a 300-pound tuna, and it took 3 of y'all or 5 of y'all,
Five.
5 people, 3 hours to get
Yep.
that fish in. What was that like, dude? I mean, I know you really love catfishing, catching big catfishing, but I mean, what level is that when you got a huge stinking tuna ripping line like crazy? Screamer.
I don't even know how to describe it. Catching a fish that size and sharing that experience with those other individuals. The whole Extreme Bait Tank team was there. I absolutely it was a blessed experience, and I don't know how to describe it. I mean, the fight that those fish have is something that you'll never get on freshwater fish.
Well, what really struck me when you were talking about, you get them in, you get them close, and man, they take off and make another. How many runs did that fish make?
It was that fish. They had these humongous reels, and I haven't even had a chance to share all the pictures.
Yeah.
And video stuff that I've got from it, but that fish, we would get it within a couple 100 feet, 300 feet, and it would take off half a spool, 3/4 of a spool, and a big old reel, and just scream. I have no idea exactly how many yards, but I'm estimating 700 yards, and he'd done that probably 12 to 13, 14 times.
Wow.
So you get that fish so close, and then all of a sudden it's just like a hit in the gut, because that fish just turns, and it's like you didn't even phase it, and it just screams out away from you. It was a great experience.
I bet it. Well, I bet if you got up there and started, you'd probably end up smoking after watching the fish turn and run like that.
Oh,
you need something
yeah,
to do.
yeah, and I love Dave, and whenever I finally get to all the video that we have edited out, there's going to be a lot of bleeps.
Oh, that's okay.
lot of
Wicked
bleeps.
Tuna's got a lot of bleeps, man. So yeah, after we get the Magix things behind us and everything, we're gonna start gathering up the video.
Yeah.
I guess I get the fun of putting it all together. So should be fun. It's gonna be fun working on it. I know.
Yes.
Did you meet any other guys, any other captains or anything?
We did. We met captain of the Wicked Pissa, Paul.
Paul, yeah.
We met a few other captains while we was there. All that whole fleet. If you ever get a chance to go there, they tie up at nighttime. You can go down and you can talk to them, get autographs, pictures. Super, super nice people. Heck, we even had one of them invite us onto the boat and eat shark with us. While we was there. Yeah.
Very cool.
Unfortunately, we wasn't able to do that, but yeah.
So did you take advantage of some of the good seafood while you were there?
Yes.
They got a lot of lobster up there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good food. Good food.
Screamers and lobster.
But now for you guys that just getting on here, we are out here on the High River drifting for blue cats, and ironically we caught a flathead, a nice flathead too. Off the back dragon rods. We got 2 dragon. We got 4 others drifting vertical. Got some different rigs. We got a couple Kentucky rigs. a couple Carolina rigs, and of course a couple Dragon rigs. But caught one fish.
Just a thought. We're going to be in Kentucky, or not? Yeah, we're going to be in Kentucky tomorrow and Thursday.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll jump on and broadcast a little bit live down there.
Yeah, we might. If you guys would like to see us go live from Taylorsville Lake here the next couple days, let us know. We'll be down there on it. Be fishing. Dan Stedman. If you're watching, Dan, you're the winner of the trip with us down there. And that wind is starting to pick up good.
Yeah, but the skies don't look too bad. Fluffy little clouds, nothing rainy looking, but there's a little bit of a chop coming our way right now.
Yes, there is.
Yep.
We're still moving about 0.5 downriver. We're pulling the wind's blowing upriver, and we're using the trolling motor to pull us downriver. But yeah.
Actually, we might be pulling upriver right now.
Oh. There we go. So. All right.
Yeah,
it's the wind's starting to pick up.
Getting a little bit woolly here.
But I'm not going to keep this going too long. Make sure you guys are leaving your questions in the comments. As always, that's where we get our our information, our ideas for future tackle talks. I'm going to try to do some more tackle talks from the river. I think it's working out a little bit better. I like it. Get out here, we can fish, catch fish, answer questions. So I'm going to try to do this a little more while we can. But we're going to hop off here now. Harley, you want to say anything?
Been nice being out here with Chris. Looking forward to the next couple of days.
Yeah.
I feel pretty blessed and lucky to get to go down there with you and hang out and meet all you folks when you come down to Captain Jack's. This should be a really fun next couple of days.
Captain Mad Jack's, folks. If you guys get a chance, look us up. Make sure you go to the Slunger Cat Outdoors Facebook page. Hit that like button. As we grow on the Slunger Cat page, I am going to be able to do more things with that. More things are to come with the YouTube channel, and some exciting things coming in the future. So hopefully everything will be growing. You guys,
I know something's coming up. It's going to be really cool. Y'all need to keep tuned in and watch this, because good stuff coming for Chris. One more plug: my YouTube channel, Harley Neal. That's Harley like the motorcycle, Neal. Check it out and subscribe. I got some videos of whatever. So
till next time, folks. Leave your comments or your questions in the comments. Take it easy.